Let's go global again. You mentioned briefly NATO. When the president was on his overseas trip, he had some pretty tough words for NATO. How did those words have an effect on your dealings with your counterparts and with the allies that we have dealt with for so long?
This is, and some may find this hard to believe, but first of all, I was in NATO, I think, probably 10 days ago. I'm there at least every quarter. Met with all now 29 members of NATO. Witness this afternoon, I think about 4 o'clock, I'll meet with my Montenegrin counterparts. So I'm either speaking to or meeting with one of my NATO counterparts every week. Certainly a week doesn't go by where I'm not meeting with one or more of them. So I have a pretty good sense, I think, for where we are in our relationship. And I would tell you, the military-to-military relationship, to include our combined operations in Afghanistan, to include our combined operations in Syria and Iraq, to include the partnership we have with the French in West Africa, to include the partnership we have with the French in the United Kingdom and the United States in East Africa, has not suffered a bit. And frankly, I think given the common challenges we have right now, I'd find someone hard-pressed historically to go back and find a time when more than 30 nations have stayed together in the fight for over a decade like we have in Afghanistan, where we've been able to put together a coalition of 60 countries, of which 22 are actually contributing effective military capabilities in Iraq and Syria. So what I would ask you to do when you think about what impact or where we are with regard to our allies is look at what we're doing, not what we're saying. And what we're doing across the world is I believe, from a coalition and alliance perspective, pretty effective.
Chairman, when serving